Yes.
Yes. Oh, Gaurav is here. Hi, good afternoon, Gaurav.
Good afternoon, miss.
टाइम पे ज्वाइन करो.
Uh, yes, miss.
अच्छा, आज फाइनेंस है. Please take your textbook, okay? 1 second. Yesterday, did we complete operations? Yesterday we did CPM, right?
Yep.
Okay. तो एक काम करते हैं. Let's take finance today. And last 10 minutes we will redo finance CPM again because I think something was left. Like some amount of calculation was left, I think. Okay, can you all, once again, I have not shared my screen, right? 1 second. Yeah, can you see my screen now?
All the different case studies I have to read into all the case studies.
Yes, miss.
Okay. So we'll take the first chapter. Acha, see, is it the first chapter? Yes. A levels the first chapter is financial statements. Okay. Now, you will not get any calculation question. You will not be asked to prepare the income statement or financial statement. The topics that we can expect from this chapter is the purpose of financial records. How is it useful to different stakeholders? Right? So both Nirbhay and Gaurav, I think you will be able to write. But how you're connecting to the case study, that matters. See, you may be able to, give generic points, but I don't know to what extent you will be able to connect to the case study. So that is more important. Okay, how well you connect to the case study. So let's look at the points. We will not get any questions on calculations. So let's look at the reasons why financial records are kept. So can anyone tell me what's the reason of financial records, maintaining financial records?
One could be for legal reasons.
What legal reasons?
Businesses have to create financial records to present to the government. Others also for shareholders. They
So
might.
what is the main point of financial records? What does it help us to know the profit and loss account? The Okay, so the main purpose is to understand whether a business makes profit or loss. Okay, to understand the value of the business. And how do we know the value of the business? By looking at the assets and liabilities. Clear? And based on that only, other stakeholders such as suppliers can know whether the business will be in a position to repay their payments. Similarly, employees can also understand whether they can ask for a higher wages, whether the business is performing so that we will retain our jobs. Similarly, shareholders will also get to know when will the business get dividends. Sorry, when the business makes higher profits to give them maximum dividends. Okay, so there are two types of financial statements, income statement and statement of financial position. Okay, so Gaurav, since you're an accounting student, tell me what is the purpose of a profit and loss account?
To show all the expenses that the business has occurred, and if the business has profited this financial year or taken a loss.
Yes, whether the business is making profit or loss. Clear? And what is the main purpose of statement of financial position?
To look at their total assets and liabilities plus equity.
Okay. Yes, correct. So the main purpose of the statement of financial statement is to identify whether the business makes profit or loss, and the financial position is prepared to know the value of the business. So remember, we are not going to get any calculation. This is the format of a income statement. Okay, so those who do not have accounting, please look at this. Once again, I'll start recording. I'll focus more on investment appraisal. I'm not focusing more on this chapter because this chapter mein calculation will not come. Okay, so my focus is investment appraisal. So let's look at the main, just look at the main features. So remember, in your appendix, you will get a table like this. Okay, appendix will have information such as the profit and loss. And look at this. This is how we get the retained earnings. Revenue minus cost of sales is gross profit, minus overhead expenses is operating profits, minus interest will give us before tax, after payment of tax, profit for the year, and whatever remains belongs to the shareholders, but a business will never give the full amount to the shareholders. It will always retain some. So it will retain some for the future expansion. Okay, so either you will get a statement like this, and based on this, you will have to decide whether, see, the question can be either from manager's point of view or shareholder's point of view. It may ask you, do you think the shareholders will be satisfied with the performance of the financial statements? So this is one. Clear? Okay. Now, again, you don't have to remember any formula. So Pallavi, from this side, don't revise. Pallavi and Kavya from this side, do not revise any formula. Just understand the purpose. That is it. Okay. Now, this is important. Please make a mark of this. Uses of statement of profit and loss. Uses of statement of profit and loss. Okay. Why is it important? Based on this, the managers can measure and compare the performance of the business over a period of time. Maybe this year's performance can be compared with the previous year, and you can compare this year's with that of other companies. Clear? Similarly, banks, creditors, they all will decide on whether to lend only on the basis of profit and loss account. Investors will also lend. So you may get a 12 marker asking the benefits of profit and loss account. Just learn this theory. Please put a tick on the points that I'm telling you. 1.
To evaluate this
2,
year's performance, you can use
3.
year over year,
and 3. This is enough. Okay. All these can be crossed out. We don't want this amendment stating please cross it. It will not come. Do not revise. Don't spend time. Impact of changes also is not coming. So you can put a cross. Statement, yes. Now the next statement is statement of financial position. Statement of financial position. Okay. Now, this is the statement which gives us the value of all the assets and liabilities. So we have the value of all the assets, all the liabilities, and the value of equity and liability. Based on this, only a lot of ratio analysis is done. Okay. Now you will have to evaluate. Now we will do one thing. Once we are done with the revision today, next week when I take a fresh class, we will discuss the latest question paper. Okay. It has question on financial statements also. We will work on that. So remember, do not repeat any figures. 1 second, there's someone who's trying to join. What happened, Gaurav?
Don't know. Miss Teams just closed for me.
Spend time with every freaking
Okay.
individual student to like ensure that they're.
Hello, Ananya. Oh, Anandita has not joined.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Ananya. 1 second, let me try calling Anandita also. This girl also wanted help in finance. See, these people who never attend on time and they want separate classes. It's very difficult practically to arrange separate classes for everyone. I told her that I'll be taking finance session this week. Ananya, Can you please check like for once if she's
Even yesterday I messaged her, but she didn't like
She-
reply. So
okay, then leave it. Then what else can we do? We can't force anyone, no? It's practically, remember, you will not be asked to calculate any, you will just be asked to interpret the information. So if you write that the value of short-term loans is 31, that doesn't make sense. So you will have to compare it with the previous year and then say, then give the impact.
impact, yeah.
Okay, so if the bank loans was 125 this year and it was 300 the next year. So what does it mean? The business has taken additional bank loan to fund its expansion. Okay, so this is the interpretation. It might have taken the bank loans, the value of bank loans have increased, which could be because the business has decided to fund its expansion by taking additional loans. This is, so remember, any kind of financial information should not be repeated. You should interpret the information. Okay, you have to tell the examiner what he doesn't know. So if you write, this is the value, this is the value, वो तो clearly दिया हुआ है ना? So for that, you don't get marks. Okay, so we will do a few questions based on that. All right. Non-current assets, leave all of these. Okay, working capital. You know what's working capital, right? Is a difference between current assets and current liabilities. Now, in a case study, if you get value, if you get values like this, try to identify as many information as possible. See, the examiner might have only asked you what is the gearing ratio, but in the appendix, he might have given you current assets and current liabilities also. But why is he giving us? Strong candidates will always calculate the unasked questions. Okay, strong answers. But for that, you have to be very, very thorough with the formulae. So working capital is current assets minus current liabilities. And what is the purpose of working capital? Can someone tell me?
To meet your day-to-day expenses.
Correct. To make the day-to-day expenses. In the absence of working capital, it can lead to a liquidity, not failure, liquidity.
Insolvency.
Continuous liquidity will lead to insolvency. Okay. All right. Now there's a term called equity. Okay. What do you mean by equity? What do you mean by equity?
It's like the money, like the funds a shareholder invests into the business and the capital you buy with it.
Yeah. Equity refers to the shareholders' funds, capital, the capital
Plus
provided by the.
reserves.
Yes. Sorry, Nirmal.
Plus reserves, right?
Yes. See, the word equity means owner's funds.
Yeah.
Okay. Owner's funds. And owner's funds include everything. The share capital that he has provided and previous years ka retained profits, reserves, everything. But equity on its own mean share owner's fund. Okay. Yes. We have done it all this in school. Non-current liabilities. Give me an example of non-current liabilities.
Long-term bank loans.
Yes, very good. And one more.
Debentures.
Correct. Debentures and long-term bank loans. Okay. Non-current assets are accounting students know about this. Non-accounting students.
Current
Long-term,
assets.
long-term debt. No, sorry, more than 1 year. Like assets you hold more than 1 year.
Yes. For example, example.
Like a like a building.
Yes, like a building. Then give me more.
The building itself. So
The building, the
motor vehicles,
machines,
fixtures.
motor
and-
vehicles. Yes. Acha, Ruvir has sent me a like something on this thing. What does he wanted to want to convey?
I think he sent it by mistake.
I don't know what is that boy doing. Why can't he attend the classes? Okay, now amendments to statement of finance again not going to come, so do not revise. Okay, this not no, this is not required. Reserves is the amount of funds which is retained by the business. Okay, now listen. Next one is inventory valuation. Inventory valuation ka there is no question, but inventory valuation is when a business, see, remember inventory is stock and stock is a part of current asset and current asset is shown in the financial statements. So how to value inventory? So inventory should be either the amount of, what do you mean by this? Does anyone know what is the formula of inventory? Not formula,
It's the lower,
either the,
like
ha,
either the cost
It's a
or
more
either the
historical cost.
actual
realistic.
NRV is
It's
the
a more
selling price
realistic.
minus cost of selling.
So either the historical cost. Historical cost refers to the cost at which the inventory was purchased or the net realizable value, the value at which it is sold now, whichever is lower. So in case, we never know because, these are the kind of questions have never come. But considering last year's, shift, I think that even the minutest of the terms should be learned. So inventory, if there is any topic on inventory, mention that it should be recorded in the books of accounts at the historical cost or the net realizable value, whichever is lower. That's it. Do not worry, you will not get any complicated calculations on inventory. But just understand how to value. अगर inventory के दो values दिए हैं, तो use the one which is the lowest. Okay. Similarly, depreciation also never comes, but understand depreciation will always be used, calculated under straight line method. Depreciation used to come, say, 5 and 6 years back, but of late they have discarded depreciation. They are not asking any question on depreciation. But remember, depreciation is a charge on an asset. When an asset is used continuously, it loses its value. So in order to help the asset regain its value, depreciation is charged and which is calculated on straight line method. And this is the formula of straight line method. Original cost of asset minus residual value divided by expected useful years. The cost of asset minus residual value. Please start making a formula sheet. Okay. We can't ignore these small topics. Even though they have never been coming, let's not, taken like by surprise. Okay, you can leave all this. Impact is not required. It's not coming. That's it from this chapter. Okay. Yeah. Now the most important chapter is ratio analysis. I want to do this. Analysis of published account. Is everyone there on the same page?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now
Yeah.
listen very carefully. Yeah. This is what we may expect. How many types of ratios are there? 5 ratios.
Liquidity, gearing,
Liquidity, profitability. कौन सा correct flow?
profitability.
हाँ.
Okay, liquidity, profitability, efficiency, gearing, and investment.
Yes. And Ahana's series got a question on financial efficiency ratio and the method of improving financial efficiency. So if there is a finance question, it will be this, one out of this. So the A part question might be calculate liquidity ratio and suggest methods of improving liquidity. If not that, profitability ratio pe aa sakta hai or methods. So Ahana's got the toughest, which is financial efficiency. Okay, so let's look at all of them. Okay, now tell me the meaning of the term liquidity ratio. What does that mean? What does liquidity ratio mean?
It's
I'm not asking that. I'm asking you what do you mean by the liquidity ratio?
the ability of a business
Hmm,
to convert cash into, not cash, assets into liquid cash.
Correct. The ability of a business to convert its assets into cash. Okay. Or there's another meaning. Who can tell me?
Ability to meet short-term debts.
Yes, the ability to meet the short-term debts. Very good. Okay. So give me examples of short-term debts.
Wages, not wages.
Hey, wages is an
Sorry, not
expense.
wages. It's an expense. Yeah.
It's an expense.
Trade payables to suppliers.
Correct. Very good. One more. One more. One more. Overdraft. Bank overdraft is the best example. Okay, so these are short-term debts. Clear? Now, how many current liquidity ratios are there? There are two. Current ratio and acid test ratio. Okay, quickly. What's the formula for current ratio?
Current assets on current liabilities.
Very good. Current assets divided by current liabilities. What's the formula for acid test ratio? Current assets minus inventory divided by current liabilities. Okay, we are subtracting inventory because inventory is not a liquid asset. Clear? Inventory is not a liquid asset. It takes time to repay. Clear? Yes. Now, how to improve? Methods to improve liquidity. Just a second. Methods to improve liquidity. Yeah, sorry. Come again.
It
Were
depends on
you
the
saying
ratio
something?
which it
Sorry?
depends on the ratio which we're talking about to
Okay,
improve
but
liquidity.
supposing in the
Yeah.
case study, it says that
If you're talking
both.
about asset test,
Ah,
we can say that we can maybe introduce JIT, which will help
very
reduce.
good, very good. If the acid test ratio is very less, okay, tell me what's the ideal current ratio?
Current ratio is 1.5.
1.5 is the ideal. And acid test ratio, what is the ideal?
It's 1:1.
1:1. Very good. Okay. So if it falls below this, mention that if the acid test ratio is less, it means that the business is holding a lot of inventory. And what is a method to be suggested to improve liquidity? Use JIT. Okay. On the other hand, if the current ratio is very less, then you can ask your what are the methods to improve liquidity?
To either increase the current assets or decrease current liabilities.
Yes, but how? You have to
Current
be very
liabilities
specific.
can be decreased by asking for prompt payment from.
Current liabilities.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Current liabilities can be decreased by.
Hello? Accounting student.
I just woke up like half an hour ago. So.
Come on. It's already 12. It's noon. And you're saying you woke up just now.
Mm.
Come on. This is
Yeah.
something which we have learned in IGCSE. Acha, listen.
Current liabilities can be reduced by
Right?
delay. Wait, ratio or liabilities?
No, it's asking us current liquidity, like how to improve liquidity.
Okay,
So
you
either
can do,
Hmm.
you can
Current
do either delay your trade payables, like delay
Okay.
payments to suppliers, or
Very
you can
good.
ask for
Ah.
quicker payback, or
Correct.
you take a loan to increase your working
Correct.
capital.
Very good. Okay. So current assets can be increased by asking your customers, your debtors to make quick payments. Okay. On the other hand, current liabilities can be reduced by dealing the payment to the suppliers. But both, look at the question, it's evaluate. Whatever method you suggest, you will have to write the drawback. So what's the drawback if customers are asked to make quick payments?
They might shift to other competitors who
Correct.
might
They may
offer
shift.
longer credit periods.
Very good. Very good. They may shift to other businesses who offer them a longer period. On the other hand, what will be the repercussion if current liabilities are delayed?
Then the suppliers might stop giving trade discounts to the business.
Yes, and also stop supplying them also,
Yeah,
which can
they might
hinder the.
decrease the quantity which we
Yes.
can.
They may curtail the production, or which may curtail the production. Okay.
Yeah.
And similarly, another way is to inject bank loan, a short-term bank loan. Bank loan will also improve liquidity. However, bank loan will carry an interest, which can again increase the outflows. Okay. So so this should be an easy 12 on 12. Easy 12 on 12. So learn the formula and apply to the case study. Okay. Look at the trade receivables ratio. See how many days are they taking. So as I keep saying, keep repeating, your case study is your marking scheme. Keep referring. All right. So we are done with liquidity. Now tell me how many profit